Hi, this is Dr. David Dow from Dow Regenerative Wellness in Madison, Wisconsin. And I want to cover a topic, a question I get very, very often. Can acupuncture help with my lower back pain or my back pain and neck pain? Short answer is yes, it can. Acupuncture is excellent for pain relief. I want to go a little bit deeper and sort of explain why acupuncture works so that you can understand how that can help with your back pain. So basically, the energy that comes from your brain that goes out to your body, so everything starts up in the brain, comes down through the spinal cord, and then goes out through all the spinal nerves to the different parts of the body. And that is electrical energy that's moving through there. And if the nerve gets damaged, and the nerve damage can come from stretching of the nerves, which can even come from just bad posture. If you lose a curve in your neck, trauma, quite a few different things that can do that. But really, it's all these different lifestyle factors. So even your diet can cause that kind of damage to the nerves. Matter of fact, in our diet, there's certain foods that have what are called lectins. So gluten is the lectin. There's other lectins. Lectins have been shown to literally crawl right up the vagus nerve, cross the blood-brain barrier, and go right into the brain and cause damage. But exercise can cause damage. Bad sleep can cause a lot of damage there. And even your mental attitude can cause that damage. So all these things can do that. But to keep it real simple, when the nerve breaks or gets damaged, the energy that's flowing through the nerve will flow out into the surrounding tissue. And it builds up pressure, sort of like energy in a bubble. And as that pressure builds up and builds up, what you can do is you can take the acupuncture needle, and it's like popping a bubble and just letting that energy escape. And so that energy can dissipate out into the tissues. Now, that's what that means and that it takes a little while for that energy to accumulate. So a lot of times when people doing acupuncture treatments one after the other, that's not going to be helpful for everybody. Now, the way that energy flows through that nerve is sort of like what I describe as plumbing in Chinese medicine. So it's going through a channel, but if that channel gets blocked up and the plumbing is clogged, each treatment can be like pulling a chunk of it's kind of gross, but a chunk out of that clog. And you might sometimes need 6 or 8 handfuls to get that clog out of there so that energy can move without getting stuck. And that's one of the things that we want to do with those successive acupuncture treatments. Now, what it doesn't do though is stop the energy from flowing out of there. It doesn't fix the clog. And so with the corrective care that we're doing in our office, one thing that I find that causes that damage is poor posture. And if you have poor posture, you can get the acupuncture, and then if you get off the table and then you start slouching like this, immediately the energy is going to start to accumulate in those tissues and then start to cause symptoms after that. So we want to correct that posture, and a lot of times that posture is caused by damage to the head and neck. And really, literally what we're talking about is a brainstem injury. And then we want to get that part corrected first. So sometimes the chiropractic goes really well with the acupuncture. You can get the head on straight, fix the damage up here. So this is the biggest nerve in the whole body right here. If this part moves out of place, it can cause problems all the way down. So we want to get that part corrected. If that's a problem, we got to get that done first if you want to correct the problem. Otherwise, if you're in really bad shape, if you've kind of moved down the phases of degeneration, so we've got normal, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. When we get down into phase 3 or even some of the bad phase 2s, acupuncture, patients love it because what it's doing is it's cleaning up all that nerve damage that's accumulating in the body. Now, if we feel like we can correct you, we want to stop that degeneration and try to reduce what they call the subluxations out of there as much as we can. But sometimes we just may do more acupuncture just to help with the symptoms because the patients are just loving that. And that's kind of a lot of our approach that we have in our office. So anyway, if you have more questions, contact us. We love questions. And we'll see you real soon. This is Dr. David Dow, Dow Regenerative Wellness in Madison, Wisconsin.